Hi, I'm Patrick Tuttle, the real estate guy with Legacy Real Estate Services, and today we are into our FAQ Friday. That means our Frequently Asked Questions Friday. And we're back. All right, so today we're going over some frequently asked questions, and I've got a list that we've received from some of our prospects and some clients as well. So I'm just going to go down the list. This is a regular feature we're going to start doing every Friday. We're going to push it out to YouTube, so just keep up with our channel. Please like it, subscribe to it, and you'll get these updates automatically. So first questions. Yes, I've got to put my readers on so I can read this. How much home can I afford? Well, that's a good question. This one comes from Juan over on the east side. Juan, the best way to determine how much home you can afford is to get with a qualified lender and have them run your credit report, find out what your income is and what your debts are as well, if you have any debts. If you don't have any debts and you're making a good amount of money, you may be able to afford more than the average home here in El Paso, which is roughly about $140,000. You may be able to afford a lot more, but the best person to ask that is a lender, so that they can run your credit, find out if you've got a good credit score, what that score is, what kind of debt to income ratio you have, and then they can answer that question. So I know that doesn't answer your question directly, but if you need a good lender, please give me a call, 915-585-7777. We'll be glad to put you in touch with a great lender to be able to give you a pre-qualification. Now, next question. Can I buy a home and sell my current one at the same time? And this question comes to us from Mary here on the west side. Mary, the answer to this question depends. It's a maybe that you can buy a home while you're in the other home, but again, this, like the previous question where we told Juan to go to the lender, we really need to find out if you own the house free and clear and you're going to be paying cash for the other home, maybe you can. It all depends on the qualifications. Cash purchases, depending on how much cash you got in the bank, you may be able to purchase that second home, but it all depends on how much money you have, what your credit looks like, and what your credit scores are, your debt to income ratio, if any, if you're going to do a finance transaction. So again, just like with Juan, I'm not answering that directly, but you need to talk to a lender if it's not a cash purchase. If it's a cash purchase, we need to talk to you about how much cash do you have and how much are you willing to invest in a second home. So hope that answers your question. Next question, how many homes should I see before making an offer? Well, this is a good question, and I don't have a name on who this one comes from, but the answer to this question is until you find a home that my lovely wife Raja and I talk about when we go through a home, if the home hugs you, you know, does it feel good when you walk in the home? Does it feel like you could live there and enjoy living there? Well, as soon as you have that feeling where you feel like, you know what, this is perfect, this is what I'm looking for, that's the home you need to make the offer on. And you don't need to worry about whether that was the first one or whether it was the fourth one or the 14th one. If that's the one that hugs you, hug it back. Make an offer on that house and make it yours as quickly as possible, okay? Next question. What do you think the seller will accept as a fair price? Well, this is an interesting question. And in today's market, so we're shooting today's video on, this is for Friday, the 18th of November, and as of right now, most of El Paso is in what we call a seller's market. Now, it's just tipped into that. If you saw my video last week regarding the absorption rate analysis, you saw that we're right at a 6 month, just a little bit below 6 months of inventory, and fair market value is going up for the sellers. So it really depends on what the seller has in mind, and we've got a great graphic where it shows that the sellers always think that their homes look like a mansion, or excuse me, the taxing entities, the Central Appraisal District, think that the homes look like a mansion. Buyers think that they look like a cottage, and sellers think that they're somewhere in between. So you really got to look at the property. If you're working with us, we'll be happy to do a market analysis on each home that you're considering making an offer on. If you're not working with us, make your agent do a market analysis on it and show you what fair market value is compared to what's on the market right now, because those are the ones that you have the choices on, but you also need to look at the ones that have recently sold in the past 6 months, because if you're like most folks, you're going to be getting an appraisal on the property, and the appraisers are going to be looking at data that's no more than about 6 months old. So, hope that works out for you. Last question for today, how do I know that the property is a good deal? Well, similar to the question that I just answered, you need to have the agent do a market analysis on it and look at what's available right now. And that's the biggest picture, because what you're doing is you're looking at a cost-benefit analysis, and you're saying, if I can pick up property A for X amount of dollars and it checks off all my boxes, but property B checks off most of my boxes, what am I willing to give up? And that's how you can make your decision on whether or not the property is a good deal. Good deal's hard to define. Some people, I cannot work with them because they say, find me a good deal. Well, what's that good deal look like to you? Let's make it definable, and then we can help you make that good deal. Again, you got any questions about this? If you'd like to send some questions, you can do so in the comments right below here on YouTube. We'll respond to them here on camera as quickly as we can. And you can reach me here at the office, area code 915-585-7777, or on the web, patrick@patricktuttle.com. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.